Alright, if you're watching this video, it means that we've hit the goal of 10,000 subscribers. So, as a celebration, we're gonna roll the... Okay, thank you very much. We'll be 1 minute. So we have just been tied up to this pontoon. Oh, what I was saying is we're going to roll the camera through the whole process of how we do the locks. And this lock is special because it's... oh shit. This lock's special because it's 24 meters drop. So it's going to be a nice one to watch go down. But we'll just talk through the locks and the trip and just roll that camera. So we've just been waiting for the light to turn green. It's been red and green because there's, I don't know if you can see, a big cargo ship there which has just passed through, and then the éclusier, the lock keeper, just called us to say the lock's ready. So we'll go in.
And at this point, I do the preparation of the rope. So what I do is I take the end and make a loop at the end and just leave it here. But I will watch it over it. So we have a rope at the back and a rope from the front.
You'll see in a second. I don't know if it's going to be very easy to hear Nadiana because we've got the engine noises and everything. But we'll show you how we do it. These locks going down are not very stressful at all. They are very calm. When the locks get filled up, they're very stressful. But these have been absolutely fantastic. We usually take the second bollard, and the bollards are floating, so they move down with the boat, which is absolutely just amazing, just absolutely amazing.
Life jacket must be worn all time, and all boats must be worn.
Yeah. Bonjour. Yeah, you need to have your life jackets. And if you don't have your life jacket, they will shout at you because they can see everything from up in the tower. Anyway, so I usually just come in at like a 45-degree angle in neutral now, and just before or just after the nose of the boat gets to it, I just slam her in reverse and she naturally kicks out. So just a little blast of reverse again, and then she will fall into place. Not very good this time, but Nadiana wraps around. So that is it really. I can hear the noises which mean that the gate is being closed. So sometimes we radio the lock keeper and just say we're attached. And yeah, I've found the lock keepers on the River Rhône to be really friendly. I don't know whether it's because it's the summer season and they're used to the pleasure boats. I think speaking in French helps. My lingo for speaking in French with the locks keepers is very good. I can communicate with them pretty well. However, when they reply something that's not, "I'm preparing the lock for you," or "Okay, wait," then I don't know what they're saying. And then I have to say, "Oh, sorry, I don't understand," and then they start speaking English. So pretty much every lock keeper speaks English. The door is closed. Oh yeah, the door is closing. It rises up. through the water. I'm just ready with the boat hook in case of any sudden movements.
And for the key thing about rope is the initial grip. It's very important. You have seen that I was adjusting the boat, so you want the boat in the pretty much the middle of, you want this to be in the middle of your boat.
Yeah.
So you have equal tension or force from that side and that side.
Yeah.
And then you can just chill.
This is the best bit.
Yeah, I think sometimes we see if there are boats in front of us, we can see their aft always going out, and it's hard once the lock starts going down. It's hard to bring it in again because of the force.
So the initial pull on the ropes is important. Once you lose it, it's difficult to get back.
Yeah. And we never tried to tie the rope back to where it was tied, but I think from looking at what the other people do, they do that, but it doesn't look like it's very well controlled. It's not easy to control. So this will be really easy to control. For example, if your aft is going out a little bit, then just tighten it a little bit, but then don't pull it all the way in because there is a momentum. And once you pull this in, you want it to keep this tight, keep the front tight too. Then your boat will be in line, and once you got this perfect balance, then you can just chill. Like you don't even need to put any force on the ropes.
If you tie it off on the end, then you don't have control over the rope anymore. It's tight,
Yeah.
but if you need to pull it in, you don't have that control. So.
And it's the same for going up too, but then going up because of the water pressure, then you have to hold tight, and you would have to be more vigilant of adjusting the ropes.
We've already gone down about 4 meters. Only 20 more meters to go. The speed is really quite fast, as you can see.
Yeah. Well, this is my experience conclusion of after doing maybe 100 and more locks.
I think we've got it down to a T. I think we know how to do the locks.
And these bollard are the best because it's really simple. Because it flows with the water, and in the smaller locks, they usually only have one bollard at the top. So you need to reach onto the top to get a hook onto using this
Boat hook. It's also a nice shelter from the sun when you go down. So it's really early in the morning now, or it's quite early. We left at 6:30, so the sun's not too harsh, but when it gets to about 2 or 3 o'clock, it gets super duper hot, sweaty, unbearable. I will put the log on. Ooh.
How many more lots do we have?
From this point on, we have about 4 more locks to do.
In total is how many? 170.
I think 170 locks we've done altogether. And then in 4 locks time, we'll be down by the sea. About 4, I don't know, I've not counted properly. It's quite loud now with all the water rushing out from the wall.
It's funny, yesterday we had a powerboat in front of us. And I was just chilling like this, and they're all looking at me, thinking they're doing a bad job on their ropes, and they're all thinking, oh, how did she do it just with one hand?
Yeah. There's a boat struggling with the ropes yesterday. And little Nadiana here, the Yunnan cowgirl, could have taught them a few things. They should have watched this video, shouldn't they, really?
It's all about the initial balance.
All about the initial balance. So, Nadiana, 10,000 subscribers. What's been your highlight?
The highlight, every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
What's been your low light?
Low light, I don't know. I think mainly just the coldness.
The coldness of the UK, sailing in the UK.
Yeah, it's mainly because we weren't prepared, not because it's really cold. We're using summer clothes to fight against winter, so not England's fault, it's our fault.
Yeah, it was quite a bad summer last year. And then we also checked the weather in the UK this year, and it's not been that great either, compared to here. Sorry, for people from the UK. For me, the highlight has been the wildlife. Being attacked by snakes, watching dolphins. The low light has been the cold, mainly from Nadiana complaining about the cold. But that's been about it. But having the YouTube channel is super nice. Because we get to share it with everyone, and everyone's proper nice. 99.99% of the people are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think it is
great.
actually really important that we have a YouTube channel to share with you guys, because it's actually quite a lonely lifestyle. You don't get to have like a social life, basically. You meet people, but then you have to say bye. And most of the time when you're just traveling constantly, you don't even meet people because you say hi and you have to say bye.
Yeah.
So like having you guys is actually a big thing that makes a lot of the trip more meaningful.
Yeah. Another low light is missing family.
Yeah.
Because we're in France, all my family are in the UK, Nadiana's family, China, so far away. We miss our little granny, don't we? In England. Granny will be watching this. And we miss our other family and friends. And our little niece, Bonnie.
Now she's so big now.
Yeah. But social media is great because we can share our journey with people, and then when we see them we can catch up with people. It's nice. This lock is huge. Still about 6 more meters to go.
big.
I wonder if it's the biggest one in France or just. I mean, it's the biggest one on the Rhône, Seine, and Marne rivers and Saône rivers. It's just whether there's any bigger ones on the Canal du Midi. But I feel like this is probably the biggest one. I think. Still going down?
Oh, it's still going down. If you look at the door, it looks
Yeah.
gigantic.
The walls are always a little bit disgusting. Oh, they're not too bad in these ones. On the River Marne and the canals, they were pretty disgusting. But not too bad.
It's funny how, if you think the buildings are just as tall, but when you stand in front of them, you don't feel such big impact.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason is because there's no window or there's no floor that you can stand on. It's just a wall. I think that's it.
Is that it? Still going? I can hear the old bollard. Anything you'd like to add? Under pressure now.
Under pressure. Under pressure.
What?
I don't want to say things that you don't want me to say.
Are you gonna get political now?
No. I want to say I wanted to put out a song for the 10K, but Mark doesn't want me to, so.
No,
This
that's
is
not
what we're
true.
doing.
That is not true. We have recently bought a keyboard and a recorder, so we're gonna start making some music soon.
Yeah. I'm really excited about it because I think it is like what I played music for so long. I played piano for so long, but it's just really copying or just practicing, just remembering, no creation. But Mark like kind of helped me to
Jam. Learn
how
to jam.
Yeah, jam, and then
We've got a few songs written. We just need to polish them off.
yeah.
Alright, the drawbridge is lifting. I think basically what we do now is we just wait for the green light to come on, and then those doors, that goes up, those doors open up, we take the rope off and we motor through. But
Yeah.
we won't show that because it'll probably take another 10 minutes because it's so long for those gates to open.
Do you have fear for going through these things? Do you not scared they just like drop down because of a failure or something?
Yeah, maybe.
And then boom, trap the boat into a hole.
The scary thing is that thing, if that breaks, then all the water comes in.
Yeah, yeah. Also that.
Alright, I'm going to turn off the camera.
Alright, bye bye guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to us, and we love you truly.
Bye bye guys, I love you too.